I'm such a disappointment. My uncle, he thinks I'm working out, doing homework, and being healthy. I am instead drinking soda, feeling sorry about myself, and watching YouTube videos. Well, not filming myself, but still. Like, I am not doing any shit at all. um. So, today I almost had a mental breakdown. Like, what is with me having mental breakdowns in the middle of the week? Like, last week I had a mental breakdown on Tuesday. Today I almost had a mental breakdown. And it's next week, like, literally next week, from my previous mental breakdown. And it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, how? How? Honestly, man, like, what the fuck? Like, no. I don't understand my body. Like, do I need therapy? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, shit. So basically, I told you about going to the movies last night, seeing Infinity War. That shit was... It was Marvel, okay? It was Marvel, okay? Like, need I say more? Interpret it as you will. Like, whatever, it was Marvel. And Marvel is both good and bad, so you can interpret Marvel as good or bad in your own little ways. I'm just gonna say, it was Marvel. Like, Jesus. MCU, like, Jesus. Anyways, so, like, I don't know why, but, like, social interactions just, like, aren't my thing. I think we all know that. And then I ended up, like, sitting and talking with, like, at least 12 people. That's a dozen people. Like, none of them I really know that well. Like, maybe 3 or 4 of them I know as acquaintances. And then 2 other ones I've, like, seen before, but never talked to. And then the rest of them were just complete strangers. Like, I've never met them in my entire life before. Like, it was really overwhelming. And I was like, someone teach me how to be human, like, shit. And so I was just being an awkward little fuck the entire fucking time. And, like, pretty much a lot of times ignored. And then when I was listened to, people were kind of looking at me dubiously, and I felt like I was being judged hardcore because we live in high school and adolescence sucks. But yeah, that did not help. Also, like, it didn't help that, like, literally all of them are, like, really smart and nerdy and, like, adorable, and, like, I'm just, like, stupid, clumsy, like, ass me, and, like, the only thing I have going for me is, like, my humor, which is half-assed as it is. And they didn't understand my humor because my humor's not smart because I'm not smart. And they were just like, eh. And I was like, fuck. Shit, man. Like, it was bad. Not to mention the movie was Marvel. And just... I'm, like, learning to get over Marvel because, like, they just keep disappointing me every year. Not even every year. It's, like, every fucking 2 years. Like, Jesus, man. Like, just, like, the first Avengers, amazing. The second Avengers, ass. Like, Winter Soldier, ass. Like, do I need to even mention the dynamic between Falcon, Captain America, and Winter Soldier? Like, what the fuck, man? It's so fucked up. Like, do I need to even begin? I can't even know. And then the 2 characters that were actually innocent and pure that I truly love, they had to fuck that up too, didn't they? Of course they did. Shit, man. Like, just... I cannot with MCU right now. Like, fuck them. Fuck everything. So, again, the movie was not the greatest. The company was not the greatest. They just made me feel like shit. So, yeah, that was a thing. So it's kind of uncomfortable about that, and I didn't really, like, vent. But with anyone, I just kind of buried it and was like, let it build, and was just like, well, I mean, it's pretty obvious you're stupid, so, like, just move on. And then in math, like, I guess it was kind of, like, in the back of my head, like, wow, this is pretty, you're a fucking idiot. And that was just kind of sitting in the back of my head, which I don't know why. Like, I couldn't just, like, let it go. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, take tips from Disney. Apparently, I can't take tips from tips. Okay, whatever. I'm not even, no. And then, so I, like, continued through the day. I was kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then, first period Spanish, as always, we've talked about this. I have Spanish first period, okay? Full of a bunch of dipshit, fucking little, tiny, immature kids. And the ones that aren't immature act immature to fit in. Like, are you fucking kidding me, man? Like, can you just be yourself? Apparently, it's too hard to ask for it in high school. Or society in general, like, Jesus. Anyways, so they were just getting on my nerves. And then, like, just a teacher kind of got on my nerves because, like, I had a ton of missing assignments. I had, like, 7. And I was just getting mad at myself because the teacher, like, when she asked me, like, why is your, like, grade bad? Like, you're a good student. And I was like, I don't know. I think I have, like, somewhat, like, 7 missing assignments. And she was like, Angela, like, disapproving, like, you're not stupid. Like, why are you, like, lazy? Like, what? And I was just kind of like, but I am stupid. Just not with languages in English. But everything else I'm stupid at. And so her just, like that tone of voice just, like, irked me. And then it irked me more because we had this thing where we're supposed to record us, like, reading some dumb shit in Spanish. And everyone's in the classroom all recording themselves at the same time. And I just could not focus. Like, it takes a lot for me to focus. But once I do focus, like, I am hooked. But, like, I was having a really hard time getting initially hooked on to focusing and, like, not getting cut off and, like, getting annoyed and, like, not focusing and laughing at shit or, like, just getting annoyed at people because, like, everyone was talking around me and I couldn't focus because I was, like, listening to everyone else's conversation and trying to talk to myself at the same fucking time. And it just was a lot and I couldn't handle it and it was overwhelming. And I was like, can I go outside corner somewhere? And she was just like, yeah, sure, go to that corner. And I was, like, literally freaking out. Like, I almost, like, stood up and was like, everyone shut the fuck up. I need to practice. Like, I was so upset. And it turns out, like, over half. Like, literally, I have 7 missing assignments in Spanish. 6 of those missing assignments, I had the pages and they were completed. I just never turned them in. Well, if that doesn't explain my personality, I don't know what fucking does. And then second period math, we're doing factors. Which factors themselves are not hard. Factors mixed with, like, a bunch of different equations from algebra. And then including Desmos. And some other shit. Just, like, all of it come back together. And we're supposed to memorize that shit in, like, an instant. And you're just kind of like, excuse me? And, like, I was just, like, losing it. And then it didn't help that literally the person behind me was, like, all showing off and being like, I get it. Like, I was just like, would you fucking shut up for, like, 2 fucking seconds because I can't hear the teacher teach while you're bragging your fucking dumb ass off. Like, I don't want to hear it, dude. Like, you're being an asshole. But, like, you can't cuss in her class. Also, like, a lot of other people were kind of like, the class was like 50-50. Like, 50 people got it. And then the other, like, 50% of people, like, just as confused as I was. And I was just like, fuck me. Like, just fuck me. And I was just, like, losing my shit. Like, I was dying. I hate math so much. So much. Like, why does it have to be a thing? Like, I mean, I get basic, like, multiplication, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but, like, I get basic math and basic algebra, but, like, anything above that, like, my brain cannot comprehend and know and memorize and, like, understand. Like, the no way that that's possible. Like, no. Like, I can't do math. Like, I can't do math. And it's not that I don't focus. I do focus. But the problem is, like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with my brain. But, like, literally, like, it happens with everything. Like, even with books. Like, I love books. And I love movies. And, like, I will, like, watch them. I'll, like, read them. I'll pay attention. And, like, I'm, like, major focus. Like, I'm a good Quentin, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But then the minute it's done, like, it's like a blank slate. I don't remember anything. And what I do remember is, like, blurry and, like, it's like I woke up from a fucking coma. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can I be so fucking stupid? Like, I don't get it. Bobo, like, it does not make sense. Like, I want to cry, but I'm not going to because it's pathetic to cry for math. Like, shit. Also, I've been crying way too much in my videos, so, like, I don't want this to be, like, a drama channel, even though my life is a fucking drama. Like, shit, man. I wish I was funny, but the only thing funny about me is my patheticness. Also, I love how my face is so greasy and my hair is so nappy and greasy and disgusting. And, like, what is that, dandruff? That's fucking great, too. You are beautiful, no matter what else they say. Ow, did you hear that? Like, literally, like, my ear popped. I don't understand. Okay. It's not like my temple / jaw. I don't know what to call this area. Okay, whatever. So after math, I did AP Enviro, which AP Enviro was kind of a kick in the nuts that I don't fucking have because I have this big project coming up that's due. Like, I don't fucking know when it's due, but, like, there's a lot of shit that I have to do for it, and I haven't been doing it because I just keep forgetting. Because, again, my memory is like a fucking coma. Like, I remember it, and then 2 seconds later, it's, like, fucking gone. And then and then after that, I had lunch, but, like, at that time, like, I was just so done that I was, like, really, like, couldn't figure out whether I wanted to cry or, like, scream at the world. And so my friends were looking at me like, what's wrong? And I was like, nothing's wrong. And they kept looking at me, and I just felt like a bug under a scope. So I, like, literally, like, went around the corner, like, not even half an inch from them, and was, like, staring, like, hold back the tears. Like, and then I turned back around and was like, hi guys, like, and then, yeah, I'm just so fed up. Like, I'm done. I'm so done. And then after lunch, which actually they made me feel a little bit happier. Like, mainly my best friend, but, like, still, like, them all combined, like, they made me feel a little bit better. It was actually nice not having Caleb there, because, like, he's just, he's a lot. And I was not in the mental state to deal with the Caleb right now. Like, no. He actually hasn't been, like, sitting with us at lunch at all. Which I don't know what that is about, but okay then, dude. Do you. Like, I mean, it's not like I wasn't expecting it, because he's so socialite that, like, if we're not giving him enough attention, he just leaves. No. God, I'm a bitch. Yet another thing to hate about myself. Yeah, my grandma just came in, like, asking if I was gonna feed my turtle, which I'm going to, but I haven't fed her yet, so I'm working on the pronouns. And I haven't yet, and it's just because, like, I don't know. And she came in and she was like, hey, have you fed her yet? And I was like, no, not yet. And she was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, yeah. And then she was like, were you waiting for me? And I said no. And she seemed all, like, disappointed. And I was like, oh, fuck. That was the wrong thing to say. I'm a bitch. Fuck. Like, literally the only thing keeping her happy right now is the turtle. And it's really sad because, like, a lot of her friends / family are dying right now. And she's just kind of like... I'm talking really quietly because she's literally in the room across from me. But, like, she's, like, not eating properly. Like, she'll literally, like, eat maybe 1 meal a day. Not even that sometimes. And then, like, whenever she gets hungry at, like, 4 p.m. and it's not even close to dinner time, she's like, you want to eat dinner? And I'm just like, no, it's, like, not even close to dinner time. Like, what do you... And then I start realizing it's because she's not eating at all, so that's why she starts to get hungry at 4 p.m. And I'm just like, you need to eat, Grandma. And she was just like, no, I don't want to eat. I'm just like, why? And she's like, I was like, do you want to die, starve to death? And she was like, and that's not the worst way to go. And I was like, okay. Like, how do you respond to that? Like, what? I mean, I guess there's not an age on anorexic people, but, like, she, like, it's not because she wants to be skinny, it's because she wants to die. Like, what the fuck, man? Like, how do you help someone like that? Like, I don't know. I have issues of my own, as we well know. Like, fuck, man. Like, I'm not equipped to help other people right now. Like, so, yeah. Did I talk about 4th period yet? No. 4th period, what did I do for 4th period? Oh, we actually did something fun and it was stress relieving and I was just like, it was actually like made me happy. Like, I feel like I'm never gonna take another like semester ever again in all of my life without an elective because like it's just way too stressful to have straight academic classes, like having work / homework in every single class, like all day, like, and I'm working like during intervention too because like I always don't do my homework because like it just stresses me out and I'm just like, fuck, man, like just go to the side, please, like shit. But I just need to like fucking grow some balls and like do it, like shit, man. But again, I am the worst fucking coward, dipshit, fucking asshole person I know, so like shit. But what was I saying? Okay, so 4th period we are reading Lord of the Flies, and if you don't know Lord of the Flies, look it up because I don't want to explain it. It's kind of a stupid book. I don't like it. Anyways, in one of the scenes, like there's this guy. Basically, it's like Castaway. Like it's basically Castaway or Robinson Crusoe. Which if you don't know either of those things, then just look up Lord of the Flies. Like, god damn it, people. Okay, anyways. Basically, it's about these kids who are like in the 1930s or 40s or whatever, and they're just like their plane crashes on this island and they're all stranded there, and like one of them is like literally psychotic and like wants to kill animals and shit, and it's disturbing. And a way to like make himself like invincible supposedly is like wearing a mask that he made. And this mask signifies to him, like, freedom of society and, like, no guilt and blah, 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 blah. So that he can actually become a psycho. Like, what is this, Scream? Like, my god. Basically any slasher movie, though, has that fucking mask shit. But whatever. But that's what that mask signifies to him. And then so our teacher had us, like, make a mask of ourselves of, like, what we portray to the world. And me being me, like, I'm either stoic / mad, or it's just like my wall that I try to put up to like push people away, or I'm like happy, silly, weird when I'm like trying to make me feel comfortable / happy, or like I'm just like being like my happy self. But like when I'm like alone, like I portray a different side of myself, like so I don't know. But she said, like, the mask that you portray of yourself to other people. And I was like, well, I'm freaking practically schizophrenic, so, like, I might as well just do a two-sided mask. Like, two-face anyone? Like, shit. So I split my face in half, the mask, and I thought it would be a fun idea to make it like a puzzle. And so I did, like, puzzle pieces, kind of, for one half of my face. And, because that's the fun side. And then the other side I did, like, outlined it in red. And, like, had, like, a weird, like, red ear. And, what else did I have? I had, like, this, like, done facial expression. Like, once we get our mask back, I'll have to show you. But, it was just nice because it was, like, the whole period that we were working on the mask. It was just kind of, like, hanging out with the few friends that I have in that class. And, like, just doing art, which was actually very therapeutic and, like, nice. And so I was happy about that. It was basically the only break I got all day. School is so stressful. I'm done. I'm so ready for summer. But, like, I have so much testing to do and projects. Like, shit. I have, like, stupid final projects coming around. Which, final projects are basically just the teachers being like, yeah, here's some projects. Like, I don't want to actually do any work. So, like, here's some projects for you to do that are bullshit and, like, relate to the topic but aren't that important. Like, fuck. And then I'm just gonna make them worth a bunch of points. Like, are you fucking... Yeah. They're annoying. Which I have a lot of those bullshit, like, weird fucking, like, projects to do. And then I also have to study for, like, my final and AP tests. And, like, just... my finals for English... English and Spanish, I know I'm gonna do really well on. But for, like, math and environmental science, like, environmental science, I have an AP test. My first AP test. And math, like, do we need to talk anymore? Like, I fucking don't remember anything from math. Like, fuck, man. Like, shit. It's just not going well. At all. I'm just done. I'm so done. I'm like, everyone else is like, oh yeah, fine. Like, we're going. Like, we're living. And I'm just over here like, I am beyond dead. Like, I am beyond dead. Like, Frankenstein, who? Like, shit. I just can't wait for, like, high school to be over. But then I'll have to take college for 2 years at least, and then I'll go to Coast Guard, which I'll have to do the fucking weird-ass boot camp. But then, like, after that, like, freedom. Ugh. But then after 4 years of Coast Guard, like, I might go back to school. Like, you can never escape school. Like, fuck, man. Like, even, like, people who are, like, 50 years old, like, they still have student loans. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the actual fuck? God, who invented school? It sucks. I have to be grateful, though, because, like, there are, like, literally, like, Middle Eastern children who are fighting for their lives to have education. So, like... and there are women throughout history who fought for my education. So, like, I should be grateful. It's just a lot, okay? I'm sorry. I'm so looking forward to this weekend, though, because I can, like, spend time with my friends and, like, you know, have fun and shit. And, like, just, like, I'm so... and I keep wanting to take naps. Like, that seems like the only reason why some of my friends are surviving. Like, they just, like, they're like, oh, I take naps as soon as I get home to recharge and stuff. And I'm just like, I want to take a nap. I really do. Like, I'm so exhausted. I want to take a nap. But, like, every time I take a nap, I, like, stay up, like, so late. And, like, but I actually, like, read somewhere that it's like normal for people to take naps. Like our sleeping schedule, like because of society and stuff, like our sleeping schedule, like our natural sleeping schedule is fucked up. Like I don't remember exactly what it is, but like we're technically like supposed to like split up our hours of sleep and like get like 4 hours of sleep, wake up, and then get 4 more hours of sleep later on or whatever. Like it's just like insane to me that our sleep schedule is so fucked up because of society and so many years of it. But like if you don't have a job or anything, like your sleep schedule goes back to like normal, like real, like your real actual like natural sleep schedule, which I think is kind of cool. I have nothing else. Goodbye.